you want to do one more? Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Eubank Benn, fam. There's talk about this fight happening again, and just to get my feelings out straight out the gate, yeah, I'm gonna just say straight up. Everyone keeps going, oh, but Ben's still got this thing, and I'll be like, I'm at a point now where, as bad as it might look and might sound, I don't care anymore about this story. I just want these men to fight now. I don't actually care about the whole this, that, because boxing's so corrupt, yeah. It's such a mess. Nothing's organized. Everything's dodgy. Like the mouthpieces that are talking and doing all this type of stuff, they also know of dodgy dealings have happened behind the scenes, and we're all performing the right side of humanity. It's almost like how I look at the Sullivan and the WBC talking about, yeah, Bivol's Russian, so we can't fight. How stupid he looks in this is how I think this boxing looks silly.
No, but we have to just call it. We have to call what we're seeing, bro.
Yeah, fine.
I feel there's been I don't even know what kind of spin it's been like, but we've changed our opinion in terms of what Conor's saying. Connor said,
cool. Yeah, the thing that
Connor's put out an article, right? And he's gone on and basically said he's getting into the science by saying it could have been unknowingly ingested. So
Conor Benn is now enlisted a new team of doctors and scientists for his UK case, despite him previously dismissing the WBC's contaminated eggs explanation. His new team insists his urine sample contained clomiphene metabolites consistent with food contamination. Then it goes on to say in another kind of quote, it goes, on his positive drug test situation, I was contemplating suicide, I was drinking, substance abuse. On the way to Piers Morgan, my missus was in the car and she just started crying. She said, you didn't answer your phone, I thought you killed yourself. So he's you know, given us more insight into what the experience was like. I read the article on the Times, and it's kind of basically showing the case. You know, there's a lot of science and substance language and stuff is very detailed, but ultimately it's getting back to, you know, we know on Piers Morgan he was saying, I don't think there was ever anything in my system. I think it was you know, messed with the second sample, all that kind of stuff. But on this now, it's like we're looking at the thing and it's showing consistency with the amounts of someone who got it through eating eggs, that type of consumption.
Well, listen, and he fought heavy about the eggs.
Yeah.
He went mad. He said, look, someone's done this to me. Never forget, they wouldn't let me see my test. Remember, the story's changed so much. And I said, that's the biggest problem. If I was him, yeah, you just got to just, you know, put your hands up. Now you're at a place to put your hands up, because now every time you speak, it's losing its value, you know, and we do care about you. The funny thing is what these guys won't understand is, Conor, we care about you as a fighter. Like, nobody wants you to die. And we want you back. Nobody wants Conor in a situation where, you know, he's not okay, not in sound mind. However, it's just you have to just put your hands up. I don't know how it got there. It got into my system. I'm a clean fighter. I try to be clean. I accept what's coming. I accept what's coming. I'm gonna work with the UCAD and whoever it is, and we get past this. The problem is, because he's digged his heels in so hard and said, I'm innocent, and the story's changed so many times, it's hard to take him seriously. And that's why you're seeing boxers like Errol Spence had like a laughing, like, I think it's a laughing emoji. That's what he posted.
You know what this kind of reminds me of is at those, you ever had a situation at work where it's like, it's just on top, like you've just done a madness, if you've been missing work or you called in sick and you weren't really sick and someone's found out somehow, and it's like you denied it, but it's like, at this point, even if you are right in your side of things, just on the basis of how it looks and wanting to get your life back to normal, you just sit down with your manager and be like, look, man, obviously I've handled this whole thing wrong. It won't happen again. Just so I can get back to work. Just so I can get back to work and you stop scheduling emails and do it. Just so I can get off my case now. It's not even about the truth. Like, it's like, I remember seeing a lawyer say, it's not even really about what happened. It's just about what you can prove in court. And those statements there, you just think, oh, that's a new way of looking at things. But that is it. If you cannot prove what you're saying, you're going to have to navigate.
And this is it. So now we're talking about, so what you're now on about right now, just to give it some more, you know, put some more meat on the bones, is it's court of public opinion.
It's right.
And he's playing the game of court of public opinion. But when the public said, hey, mate, you're lying to us. And then he's done pregnancy jokes and he said, what are you talking about? I had nothing to do with eggs. I don't know where WBC's come with eggs. And now you're like, bro, the WBC could have been right, you know? Now you're accepting the new science. So he said, I didn't even eat that many eggs. Remember, they started talking about how many eggs he ate. So what's going on? Which one is it?
It is looking nuts. Crazy. But my thing is, it's like, back to my kind of my analogy about the work thing. You show up to work and you just say whatever. They might say, we're going to put you on this monitoring thing, and you got to, cool, run it. Let's say they do a backdated ban. His last fight was 16th of April, 2022. We are in June. So
it'll be a 2-year ban.
We're stepping in, well, possibly.
2-year ban.
Possibly, but possibly and possibly not. So it's one of those things where, let's say they do a year backdated. You're in the game now. You're all available to fight.
Yeah.
The fact is, money's there to be made. And this is why I fall onto a different space in terms of my feeling about boxing and being on the moral high ground. I'm like, these things can be, the rules can be bent. There is no standard in any part of this. So for me, I'm like, when they're saying that, oh, the fight's close, I think there's stuff going on to test the temperature of the public reaction, just to be like, you reckon it's safe to move? Because we go back to our first conversations about this, yeah? However this thing got there was a time where them men were all happy to let this thing run. And then it leaked to the press. So these men they waited till the day before the fight, then it leaked, then they reacted and pulled it. So that's why I say everyone's hands are dirty if this is...
No, but it's what you're missing is things have become ruined, and it would have felt the same and everything would have been brilliant had Chris Eubank Jr. not suffered a KO the way he did.
Oh, you're talking about the Eubank Benn fight?
It ruined it. It does. It took the, like, again, like, we still can say granite chin.
No, but you know what though?
Hold on, let me land this thing. You can say he had a granite chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said that he's fighting at a weight class that there was just a level of, we don't know what could happen. There was kind of like, plus the history, there was so much going on there. You say, well, he's never been knocked out. He's never been knocked. And yes, he's getting at a lower weight and this, that, and the other. There was so much bringing you in. Now we've seen Eubank Jr. folded. The other guy we've seen as well is, there's one that wasn't liked. Now we're in a situation of, we don't believe you're good enough because people are calling you a charlatan and nobody likes you anymore. When Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank were going at it, one was liked, the other one wasn't. But then the one that wasn't liked
was respected.
Had the chin and was respected.
He was respected, yeah.
So all of a sudden, how we saw this history is no longer corresponding. Because now we like, bro, everyone likes Chris Eubank.
The only way this thing can work, the only way the dynamics work for Eubank and Benn now to fight is, because Benn probably goes into this as the favorite now.
He's got to become the bad guy.
Yeah, he's got to be the bad guy. But also, he's got to be he's the favorite going into this. And now we root for Eubank to be the one that gets to put hands on the guy that's done wrong in all of.
But no one can do that.
But I don't think Eubank Jr.
He won't get us to do that. He can't bring us over those types of fans.
Do you not think with one good presser, these men can turn this around?
No, we're gonna watch.
Because Junior is,
it's not gonna bring us the same way. It's not. And especially if this happens before, if they announce this in another country, getting other licenses, it's not gonna do what it needs to do. I promise you. He needs to take the ban, whatever it is, and then fight him after.
I hear you, but I still think that fight can happen in September because I don't have any faith in any standing on anybody's stances that they.
The only way what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying, but the only way you do that is if you get goodwill with them. If you play ball, when you play ball, they will say cool. But the problem is this has become too high profile, and it's gonna be like the the British Board of No Control. It would be that because you're telling me he's had an issue with you and UCAD, and he's gone out the country, got a new license to fight in Saudi, and you know how they're feeling about Saudi over here and talk about sports washing this, that, and the other. It's not going to look good. It will not look good. It's not going to work. It's not going to hold water. Unfortunately, the only way this works is if he accepts his punishment. And you know, when you talk about being a bad guy, he doesn't even want to be the bad guy because you've seen with the latest rollout, he's talking about feeling suicidal and that. That's not the signs of a bad guy. It's not. It's saying, you guys, take it easy on me, man. I'm you lot. My heart is, I'm saying he's trying to tell us, see me, see the human side of me. Bad guys don't say that.
I do understand what you mean. The bad guy role doesn't necessarily suit him, but that's because fighting hasn't been a part of this conversation for a minute. He hasn't been involved in a conversation where he's got an opponent and he's laser focused on an opponent. It's just a man trying to get past a very difficult moment.
No, but he thought he could do it. Remember I said he's not going to stay true to it. Remember he's in the car and he done the fingers up and there was that, the comments was turned off, but he was just trying to lean into that thing. You know, all right, go on then.
I'm curious to see who is guiding these public moments.
Too many voices.
The PR situation, yeah, because I just feel like there's not been one clear line of things. Like the Piers Morgan thing for me, I was like, nah, this didn't work out the way That's not the guy to sit with.
I remember, look at it, every single line. If you say the own goals, I didn't want to show them because it was a lack of disrespect. I didn't want to show them the book of my innocence. Then it's like, what are you talking about eggs? I don't even eat that many eggs. Now it's like, hey, bro, it could be the eggs, you know. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of the ones where I think there's a combination. The fans are just like, we're exhausted as far as trying to work.
This is what boxing does to us, man.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I just want to see the fight. Hopefully, it's not too past it. To the
Man,
point
them will
where
lose their licenses. Don't say you want to see the fight, fam. Just wait for it. He needs to talk to whoever he needs to talk to.
Yeah,
just whatever it is.
And do it in London. Do it in the UK. It's got to
Do
be
it in the UK. Do it, and then after, like, and it's done. You know what I mean? Like, allow that to happen. That was going to be a great night at the O2. I was so excited about that fight.
We were supposed to be there, bro.
I was going to be there, man. Shit, man. All right, listen.
You know what? Last thing just before we go, it's just going to be a little bit, bro. Tony Bellew is looking at doing a comeback. And, yeah, bro, like, I mean, I don't understand how he's got here. I saw the videos of him training, yeah? And I'll be honest, bro. On my head as I'm watching him train, I'm thinking to myself, that's not keep fit training. The intensity on how you're training every day.
He's just wanted to get back
to his family. Look, just want to get back home, bro.
This guy has
changed.
This guy has done anything but go home. He was the face of the zone. Him and Ade were doing the most.
He's on the boxing channel every single time there's a fight. It's nuts because I look at Billy's line and I'm like. But you could sense it though. The training, it's like when you see a man in the gym every day, you say, okay, cool. It's not bodybuilding you're doing. You're just getting back into shape. You're getting back into fighting shape. Well, getting back into fighting shape is going to get back into a fighting mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and you can tell the line of how it's gone.
I deeped it.
What?
Hayes getting back into shape as well.
Nah, but Hayes always training.
Hayes getting back into. I heard Hayes talking about a return, bro. Didn't you hear this? Didn't you hear this too?
I saw.
I forgot he's your best friend. You would have called you and said, "Nah, that's not true, Trev." I forgot, bro, because I got excited. I thought mine is not in speculation. You call him, say, "Oh, he's so
no,
good."
bro.
Have you spoken about it already?
Shut up, man.
You spoke about it already.
You look at Hayes' social media. He's training all the time. He's literally always training. So that you get a training clip from him and be like, "Yeah, they're not fighting each other."
No, I'm just saying that, like. To be honest, I'm not really heavily invested in Belly return off. So I know, like, I want to move forward. Bro.
I saw there's a post. Basically he's talking about the Bridgerweight champion Lucas Rozansky, and he's like,
what he wants.
He goes, I think I'd absolutely pulverize him. The thought of becoming a 2-weight world champion and the oldest UK champion I can remember would be great, bro.
I thought he was coming back for YouTubers. I thought he was coming back to do that stuff. He's actually coming back to fight.
To fight, bro.
Oh, I'm in the room again.
This is what I'm saying. This ain't like,
I thought he was coming back for
Jake
YouTubers.
Paul
I didn't
and
care.
Tommy Fury. No, cuz that's what I was saying to you. The training that he's doing, it's not the type of training that you casually wake up to. Oh, I'm just going gym. No, bro. He's really working.
He's coming back to be a champion.
Fam.
A 2-weight champion.
Fam.
Best of luck. Tony.
Yeah, bro. I looked at it. I'm like, I had mixture of feelings because it's like, you know, the ones that where you just think, I mean, I know it ended, you know, with the Usyk thing. It didn't end great, but same time, you still had the Hay wins. You still became the champ recruit. Like, you still did your thing proper.
These men don't know when to leave, though. If you still got Roy Jones staring people down, staring down bodybuilders, anything's possible.
That is absolutely wild.
Listen, let's get out of here, man. You lot, thank you for enjoying this audio journey. Let us know if you're with me, with Trav on these takes, or you're just somewhere else.
I know you're going to disagree with KG on the thing about
it's fine.
Aziz and Bivol.
So. It's fine. I don't mind. Hopefully you disagree with Travis. But anyway, listen, everyone stay blessed. Speak to you soon. We're out of here. Peace. Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.